Good evening, good evening. Hello, everyone. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody who's watching this live, who's going to catch the replay. If you in your car, on your cell phone, on your laptop, you at work, shout out to everybody who's catching this. Thank you for rocking out with me. Thank you for being patient and waiting for me. I will be right back real soon. Please catch these previews of all K Fit has to offer. And I'll check back with you in a few minutes. Thanks, guys.
Okay. I work out all the time. I can do lots of different moves. Have never been able to do one full push-up.
Push-ups are the best way to start your day.
I will try one standard push-up.
It's not the best push-up, but I can get down and get back up.
Hello, how you guys doing? It's Michelle Fit Now. I'm here to give you guys a few more updates that I feel like you need to know that's very important.
It's social, it's recreational, and it's athletic. Women love it, and guys love it for their women. The K-Fit Club presents the K-Fit Yoga Outfits. Get your K-Fit Yoga suit today. Go to kfit.club.
Stay tuned for that. Thanks for checking out this video. I appreciate all the love and support. Go pre-order your K-Fit Yoga suit now. I am back. I am back. While you guys were watching that, I was setting up myself behind the scenes, getting my cup ready, putting on some lip gloss in case I decide to cut my camera on. Y'all can see my beautiful golden face. How y'all doing? Happy holidays. I hope everyone has had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everyone is still being able to be around loved ones and have that moment for hugs and kisses and memories and festive activities. Shout out to the chat. Super duper shout out always. Day one, day one, day one, day one, day one. Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. Thank you for always pulling up, being there for me. And also, big shout out to all my brand new subs. I have so many new subs now. Shout out to everyone who helped me get there. I really appreciate y'all. Tonight's main topic is going to be about pretty much did the vaccine leave us with side effects. That's what we're going to talk about for the main topic. And when we get to that topic, I'm going to pretty much be just saying the vid. I'm gonna leave it at that, because I don't want to be flagged unnecessarily. But how's everyone doing? Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, pulling up, being there for me, waiting for me on your pins and needles because I was here at like 8:05ish, 8:06ish. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys. How's everyone doing out there? Have you guys started your holiday shopping? Are you guys already finished? Are you still looking for things? How is that going? I haven't even started realistically. I already started looking, but I haven't really started looking as far as buying, purchasing. But yeah, I'm always in that last minute crowd of people for the holidays, shopping last minute, like the week of Christmas. That's always me, low key. And I should be doing better. And but that's really what it is. But thank you to that one subscriber who I believe is a subscriber who's watching. I really do appreciate you. I recently got some crazy news, and I didn't even really promote this live the way I normally would promote my other prior lives regarding my wine and FaceTime episodes and my series where I talk about mental health, wellness, and all other good stuff and things that bother me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I didn't get a chance to promote this because like the craziest thing happened that really threw me off my A game. Hello, Jose. Sorry, guys, I had to step away from the the laptop really quickly. But yeah, thank you for being here, Jose. I really appreciate you, and I'm jealous that you have already finished your Christmas shopping. Um, I have not. Naughty, naughty girl me. I have not finished my Christmas shopping. Um, how is that going for everyone out there? Have you guys finished your Christmas shopping yet? On comments for Jose Negron, it's already done. What about you guys? Have you guys finished? Like, are you done? The whole list, everything? Like, you're just kicked back, chilling, just waiting for people to open up their gifts at this point and knowing the smile they're gonna have on their face because you already did a great job because you're super duper advanced, like Jose Negron. I'm horrible. I'm always that last minute shopper. I cannot help it. Like, it really is horrible, but I'm always that last minute shopper. I think I'm just, used to being super duper lazy. I don't know. I have no excuse, but yeah, that's me. I'm always last minute with stuff. I gotta be better with that. Definitely gotta do better with that. But I'm gonna get on that this week. I'm gonna definitely try to figure that out. But how's everyone hanging, man? I'm definitely trying to keep my spirits up. The devil is a liar. I'm gonna do the best I can to keep my spirits up because it'd be a lot going on out here in the world, y'all. It really, really do. I lost a cousin this week. I found out about it on Thanksgiving Day, and for me, I feel like Thanksgiving is not gonna be the same. I just saw this cousin at my other cousin's funeral this year. You guys know about the other cousin I lost to gun violence. Um, yeah, I lost a cousin this week, the week of Thanksgiving. It was just so sad, it made me really want to touch base right now on mental health awareness and just really share some light and spread some knowledge about how serious this is in all communities. It's really, really that serious. I'm gonna call this part of the segment right now chit chat. We're gonna chit chat right now, and yeah, mental health awareness is very big in every community, not just the Latino community or the Hispanic community or the African American community or the Caucasian community or, the Caribbean community. It is relevant in every community. Everyone experiences mental health awareness, especially since the pandemic. A lot of people have been, just not being able to cope with all that is going on in the world. It really is just too much for a lot of people. And even those people who feel they're the strongest and they have the biggest battles because God knows they can receive it, even sometimes those people are undefeated, or defeated, more than less to say, because sometimes it just seems like too much for certain people, and certain people they just cannot deal physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever. And I definitely want to just do more than just spread light on mental health awareness. I definitely want to walk the walk and talk the talk about it. And I mention it a lot here on my channel. And I briefly talk about it. I don't get into it too much, but now that it's hit really close to home with my cousin, I'm really, really, feeling some way because I didn't see this coming and I didn't expect it, obviously, like no one would expect it. And I'm just really, really, saddened by this loss. It comes really closely after the loss of my other cousin, who happens to be the brother of that other lost relative I had a couple of months ago. These are two brothers, two cousins I grew up with, lived around most of my life, and it's a tragedy, a travesty. It's sad, it's real, and we need to really acknowledge that mental health awareness and mental health illnesses and mental health disorders are a realistic thing that we need more than a little front of saying what people can do to get help. We need realistic measures that will really help people who are, facing these demons and going through these battles. We need real programs, real doctors, real resources, real tools, affordable resources, affordable doctors, convenient locations, no insurance necessary, all insurance necessary. Like, we need it to be something accessible to every person who lives in America. It needs to be something offered as often as condoms and birth control pills are offered, and food stamps is offered. It needs to be something that everyone in every community, in every city, in every state can have their access and hands on if they feel they know someone who may need this. Um, we need, more therapists, more social workers, more guidance counselors, more more people in that field of the mind, the cognitive, the mental health, more of those physicians. We need more of those people that care about our people, our Black and brown and Latino and all other races, groups. We need more of those physicians that care, more of those social workers that care, psychologists, psychiatrists. We need more of them that care. We need more of them that are getting paid well enough to do the job. We need so much more of this so that we can actually have people who will feel that, they don't want to be on earth anymore, be able to seek out these resources and information to be able to do something good with it. We need more of it. Rest in peace to my cousin, Derek Richardson. I just really can't believe he's gone, just a few months after his brother. And I have another funeral to go to. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to Tampa Supreme. How you doing, Tampa? Thanks for popping in, pulling up on me. Jose, you appreciate it so much. I always appreciate you. Yeah, mental health awareness is real. I have it in my family, on my mom's side, and this is another close loss for me that's really hard to deal with. And I'll be at a funeral soon, and we all have our shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Wish I would have spoke to him. Wish I knew he was going through this, then a third, and but it is what it is, right? We're all thinking about him now. My family, we're all, wishing we had that moment with him for the most part. And just like everyone else who's lost someone due to mental health awareness, we're all wishing we were more educated, more sound, easier listeners, etc., etc., etc. But rest in peace, Derek. We miss you. We love you. Gone but not forgotten. So we meet again. But anyhow, moving on. Um, Thank you guys for pulling up for another episode of Wine and FaceTime. Tonight, I really want to discuss, has the vaccine left us with side effects? That's what I want the conversation to be tonight. For me, I say hell yeah. I definitely feel like this is something that is actually a fact. A lot of people may not feel it's a fact. A lot of people may feel like, they don't want to talk about the topic or discuss it because of the fear of, mentioning it here on social media and these platforms where there's watchers and lookers who are like attacking accounts and causing these repercussions and rules and regulations for speaking your mind or having the option to have a voice on social media. So again, we're gonna call it the vid for the rest of the show and everything like that. But yeah, we're gonna touch base on that. Earlier on when the vid first came out, a lot of people were talking about don't do it, don't get it, we don't know what's in it, it's not safe, has been tested enough. Then it went to the point where employers started threatening people for not taking it and telling people they had to take it or else. And then it came to the point of when people just started feeling like, okay, I'm gonna just do it because my job says so, or this says so, or that says so. And some people stood strong, some people fell short, some people, made bold decisions and continued to live happy lives and stuck true to their names and their reasons and their cause and didn't feel guilty about it at all. And at the end of the day, they're still on that hiatus of, following their gut and being strong to what they're true to, their core values. And some people just feel like, what, I ain't gonna do it. I don't care, no matter what it means. They stuck to it. My dad is one of those people. He didn't do it. He stuck to it. Did we have to do to depart his company because it was that kind of threat. Like many of us face those threats to do it or not do it. And I'm not gonna say he's fine, but he's managing. He's living. He's figured out how to have life and live life as an entrepreneur on his own time, budget, lifestyle, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like many other people, like you, Tampa, like some people just didn't do it and they figured out life. They reorganized and constructed life to work for them in a way where they were not depending on the massa, the 9 to 5, the corporate America, the book job. And a lot of entrepreneurs is on that wave. That wave is still going and smoking right now. For people that said, fuck that, I'm not doing it. I don't care. Whatever. Sue me, fire me, whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I admire those people. I wanted to be that person, but I definitely was a part of the people that fell back to, I was afraid to be fired, afraid to not have an income, afraid to think out the box, afraid to, not have that constant check to check to check. And I battled myself and I felt bad about it. But at the end of the day, many people like me fell into the traps of not wanting it and doing it because, they have the pressure on their neck, so to say, because someone up top said, or else. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I made a decision to do what I had to do, like many other people did. And, wasn't happy about it. Wasn't what I wanted to do. But, I fell victim. And I was upset with myself for a while after that because, I was strongly about not doing it, not getting it, not wanting it, like everyone else was saying, pumping, like I didn't want to do it. But, at the end of the day, I did. And now after that, I no longer had judgment on people who did or didn't do it because, I understood the arguments from both sides. So I just stopped having a conversation about arguing about who's right or who's wrong or which group is better. Like I jumped all the way out of that conversation because that conversation got real thick, like East Coast, West Coast battle. It really, really got crazy. But yeah, tough pill to swallow, so to say, but at the end of the day, I feel like since making that decision, I've seen a lot of differences within me, a lot of differences that I've never seen in my entire life, things I've never felt, taste, touched, experienced. It has led me to believe that, what, yeah, you're not tripping, you're not crazy. Yeah, you're getting wine, with time, and you're getting wisdom and all that beauty and all that beautiful age and grace and all that. But at the end of the day, yeah, some things have changed since that vid situation. Some things in you definitely changed. And I know I'm not the only person who feels that way. I know other people also feel that way. And people have been, attacked for seeing how they feel. People have been exploited and exposed for seeing how they feel and made to look crazy and dumb and, insane and, pretty much retaliated against just for saying I did it and now I'm experiencing this. Like, soon as you say that on a platform, for the most part, they're coming for you depending on, how vulgar and loud and how mighty and how much you poke your chest out on your channel or wherever your website or platform may be, even your own personal website, So a lot of people just choose not to speak, or they speak in codes, or they have other people speak for them, because they don't want the attention on them, the spotlight, the heat. Sorry, I had to take a sip, guys. I need to get some ice. I am sipping something brown. It's not wine, and it needs some ice. And it's been a while since I had this, so I'm definitely gonna need some ice to calm that down. I should coin that sound of the ice popping into my cup, right? Anyhow, yeah. So again, I've noticed a lot. I've talked about it a lot here on social media regarding all those things I've noticed. And since those things, some things cease, some things increase, some things still seem snow beyond me. And I know it's not just me. I know if I'm going through it, if I went through it, someone else is. I see people DMing me, asking me questions on social media about what I'm going through, what my experience was, what I took, where I went, how did I get help? Because it's not just me. It's a lot of people. It makes me feel like, damn, I should have stayed stronger, didn't get it because, certain people are rehiring people back who were terminated for not doing it. Preach on, my brothers and sisters, right? Yeah, so that's the even more bigger picture of it. Like, okay, so I could have been one of the people that just didn't do it, and I would have been rehired eventually. But that stuff is still being written in fine print right now. It's still not like 100%, accuracy across all agencies. That's like a hit and miss, not for nothing. But no problem, Jose. Thank you for saying you'll catch the stream on replay. Thank you, no problem. I'll catch up with you soon. I know there's another streamer, Radical Latino, going live right now. You guys may be on his channel, so shout out to Radical Latino. He has a great channel, a huge amount of subscribers, very interesting, enticing, spicy conversations regarding politics, racism, discrimination. Great person to subscribe to. So definitely go check out his channel. He always has great content. So no doubt it's cool with me. It's been a while since I've been able to do my own thing anyway, and not feel like, I'm arguing, to get a word in on a platform with a lot of people. So everything works out for the most part the way it's supposed to be. But yeah, guys, I went from having, digestive issues since that to cardiac issues that I know I had to mental issues, like so many issues I developed and started realizing I was having right after that. And yes, those things occurred during the pandemic while we're all stressing out about different things we're going through, from losing loved ones to, restrictions and, cuts and, demands on our jobs and, lack of resources and tools in our neighborhoods. If you're a parent, you have children, the economy, the increase in inflation of food and, rent and everything like that. Like all these other things start to take a play in the midst of all these other things. And it just makes it really stressful for some of us, and during that stress, it's like, it's a lot on us. Guys, I need to step away for a moment. I see my laptop is not 100%, and I want to make sure it's 100%. So I will be right back. And so I get my charger. I want to just, play this right here, and I'll be back in 2.5 seconds. I don't just want to be able to, make sure I don't die on live, because I don't want to do that. And I'll add some little elevator music for the moment, and promise you, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Thank you guys very much for staying tuned with me. I see I'm by myself, so it's all good in the hood. All right, so since I'm by myself, I wanted to discuss some things. I'm gonna get right back to the main topic, but I wanted to discuss some things that I wanted to do in a chit chat conversation with you guys if I had a panel with me in a chat or anything. But since I don't have that, that's cool. I'm gonna run this off anyway. So everyone is talking right now about this Cianquella Robinson situation. Regarding the girls who went to Cabo, Mexico, and end up being dead, and the whole video online, and the whole that whole conversation. First off, rest in peace, R.I.P. to the victim, the woman who was succumbed to her death in that situation. Um, I definitely wish that was not the case for the young lady, but I really, really am so sad to hear that that happened to her. That is really, really sad. That is really, really unfortunate. That is really, really cruel and mean, and is really, really shameful and callous of people to just really try to take advantage of someone. I don't know all the details. I see a lot of information circling on YouTube, a lot of bloggers and video people talking about the case day by day, step by step, as live information is constantly being thrown out there regarding what's going on with the situation with the young lady and the authorities in Mexico and the officials and the family, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't want to speak out of turn or speak disrespectfully or, say anything that, is not appropriate. But, rest in peace to that beautiful queen who lost her life due to some greedy people trying to take advantage and have a come up off of this girl. That's what it sounds like it was. And if it wasn't that, still at the end of the day, it wasn't worth this young lady losing her life over. Life is short, life is sweet, life is precious, and people just really are selfish and cruel and mean out here in this world. Like, I can't even blame this on the pandemic, but some people out here really losing their whole doggone mind. It's really, really crazy. But when you know better, you do better. I hear there's an arrest warrant out now for some of these friends, or one of these friends, or a few of these friends, or all of these friends who were with her. And that definitely sounds just do just or just do, like it should be happening, because that's just a doggone mess. So much information coming out about them stealing money from the girl and people being paid off to go away. And I don't know if there's any facts to all these things. These are things I'm seeing on blogs and hearing on these news outlets on YouTube as well. So, at this point, anyone can make up something and say it was factual or react or realistic or whatever the case is. But you just really never know. But rest in peace to that young lady. I hope her family gets justice. That was uncalled for and unnecessary, and it's just crazy. You can't even trust your so-called friends. But back to the main topic. So the main topic again for tonight is did the V, leave us with long-term side effects? And I'm gonna actually change the title of this just so I don't have to worry about, my video having issues with tagging and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just say did the V, boom. And I'll just put that in parentheses. Well, I'm gonna just say the vid because people may mistake that for something else. So I'm gonna say did the vid. Boom. Okay, I just made those changes behind the scenes in real time because okay, I don't think I can make the changes right now, but I will do that later. Okay, I did make the changes. Okay, boom. So I'm back. You check out the title now. It says, "Did the vid leave us with side effects?" Because I'm asking for attention, leaving it the other way, right? They're like, "Oh, this bitch got the nerve to be talking broadly out there like that." Oh, well, let's pop her ass. Let's put her in her fucking place, right? Let me not even go there. But yes, that's what we are. Lighting my favorite candles. I have these sweet cherry almond oil and these like tea light candles. I love lighting them out the house on the weekends when there's not a lot going on. Makes the house smell really nice. So yeah, definitely get you some cherry almond oils and essential oils and some tea light candles. Make your house smell really, really nice. But back to what I'm talking about. I know a lot of people feel like, it's true. Since the V, they've been different. They feel different. They haven't been the same. They can't pinpoint it. They can't figure it out. Trying to figure it out. It's been a situation of people trying to do extreme exercises to detox it out or take vitamins and pills and supplements, to flush it out. But it's something internal that you feel. And sometimes at the end of the day, it's like, you just feel different. And that's how I've been feeling for like the last almost 6 months now. I've just been feeling really different. And when I talk to people about it, I almost feel crazy bringing it up because they look at you like, wow, you're still going through that. Like, yeah, and it's crazy that no one thinks I'm realistically talking about what I'm going through. And everyone's like just looking like I'm crazy. But when you know yourself, you know yourself. Like when you know your child, you know your child, you know your spouse, you know your spouse. When you know something ain't right, you know something ain't right. Like when you know you're about to throw up or vomit or have diarrhea or, have a headache and you normally don't, or you've done nothing different and you have it, it's like, okay, why is something not right? We have a lot of something not right moments back to back to back to back to back to back. It's like, okay, this is abnormal. Why is this happening? You start to sit back, calculate, identify, start making notes of things, start, replaying things in your brain, try to make sense of movements, time frames, things you did do out of the norm, to try to pinpoint, okay, where did I go left when I should have went right? Or, what did I do to participate in this happening? You start to like, retrack your steps to say, okay, where could I have fell short? Did I not wear a mask this day? Did I not wash my hands this day? Did I eat at someone's house that I normally don't eat at? Or, you just start to really pinpoint things you've done, like, and try to make sense of things because my experience throughout this time with doctors and everything is like I've been getting nowhere, one-ended answers and questions redirected. Let's repeat this, let's repeat that. It's been stressful as hell for me. So I can imagine people who don't go to the doctor, who don't see their physicians regularly, even when they are sick. Like you guys are really probably screwed up out here in the game. Sorry. I feel like I was just talking nonstop and I like never stopped to like drink, swallow, or anything. Ayo, TMI. Yeah, but that's how I really truly feel about the entire situation. So, if I had a panel of people, I'll be asking people, what do you think? What is your experience? But since I don't, I can only speak for me. Um, I haven't went as far as having boosters. I haven't had any boosters at all. I feel like I've had enough with my first and second dose. I'm good. No boosters necessary right now. Thank you very much. Um, and I feel like as far as if I go to the doctor regularly, that's something I had noted on the side, like to talk about. Because I know a lot of people don't go to the doctor regularly unless they're really, really, really sick, or they think they caught something from someone, then they'll go to the doctor, whatever the case is. But as a woman, I definitely, go to the doctor enough to, stay up to date with my health, my reproductive health, mental health, all of the things that are necessary, for me, as someone living for other people at this point. So I definitely go enough. I'll say regularly. During the pandemic, there were times I didn't want to go because I just felt like the hospital was toxic and dirty, and I might get COVID going in there and leave something I ain't come with, coming in there, coming out of it with something else. Like I was really like mentally narrow-minded, feeling real crazy and insane as the world was shifting and changing around us, and I was just really feel like, you know what, I ain't going there, I ain't doing that. But happy to report, I've been feeling a little bit almost to myself lately, almost like not 99.99%, but I'm almost there. I've been feeling more like myself more. Changed up my whole regimen, doing a lot of vitamins, and I'm on something called the DASH diet, implementing a new diet in my lifestyle and everything like that. So that's working. Still haven't had any red or white meat. Still have some seafood here and there. For the most part, but nothing beyond that. More smoothies, more shakes, more salads, of course, and definitely trying to keep it strong-willed as far as not going backwards with the whole diet and the meat. But I see it may come, it may happen. I don't know, but it's whatever. I'm not gonna put no pressure on myself. When it happens, it happens. No pressure to make it happen faster or slower than necessary. But right now I want to play a little promotional ad. I'll be right back. Hello, how you guys doing? It's Michelle Fit Now. I'm here to give you guys a few more updates that I feel like you need to know that's very important.
It's social, it's recreational, and it's athletic. Women love it, and guys love it for their women. The K-Fit Club presents the K-Fit Yoga Outfits. Get your K-Fit Yoga suit today. Go to kfit.club. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for checking out this video. I appreciate all the love and support. Go pre-order your K-Fit Yoga suit now. Yep, that's K Figure, the signature yoga suits, the 3 pieces, the 2 pieces. I'm gonna have so much more headbands, wristbands, services outside of that. Services. Make sure you visit my website, kfit.club. But yeah, back to the topic. For me, I definitely feel like, it's been an experience. It's changed me. I've had some side effects, good, bad, and ugly. And I don't know, for each one, everyone is different. Everyone has like a different, body, obviously, and everyone has, different values, different regimens they do, whether they exercise, take vitamins regularly, whether they take smoothies regularly, like everyone's mix up of mechanics is different. So what you do, I don't do, vice versa. Some of us do, nothing at all. We just feel like we got good DNA. We don't even think about, as far as, eating healthy or doing the right thing or practicing wellness or, introducing personal care into our lives. Some people don't follow any of that at all. They're just comfortable being how they are, who they are, where they are, at any point. And there's really no care. There's no interest for self-care or personal interest. They just as they are. And to each his own. We can't really judge people on how they want to carry themselves, how they want to conduct themselves, If you want to be hairy and don't groom yourselves and be stinky and be in the house all day and have like a whole bunch of girls and not really care or love or have a job, that's up to you. You don't want to meditate, that's up to you. Everyone's different, whatever you want to do. But I really feel like things have changed, and some people may agree with me, some people may not. Depending on what your experience is, you may have a different response to the things I'm talking about tonight regarding, did the vid leave us with side effects? Since I wish I didn't do it, but I can't go backwards about everything.
But there's many people. We've seen the first person on TV, the nurse who took it and she fainted immediately. People have died quickly. People have had respiratory failures, heart failures, blood problems, white blood cell issues. Long-term side effects, are developing as we speak. Short-term side effects are the things I just mentioned. Some people, are still learning what the side effects they are having. They don't even identify, really understand what the side effects, because they're not paying attention. They're just going on with life. Because life just keeps going, keeps ticking. Doesn't give you a moment to pause, stop, ponder, understand, think, you know, about what's going on. It just keeps going. So, for all of us, it's really different. And for me, I definitely feel like, it's changed me. It really has changed me. And I definitely see side effects. And it's sad that I can't really tag it, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours, and say it's because of this, because the government and society makes it so hard to even talk about it, without them trying to shut your shit down before even speaking your minds. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even really say much about it before someone trying to antagonize you or, yell at you or reprimand you for what you're saying on a platform. So you can't even do but so much. That's the fucked up thing about the whole situation. But I know a lot of people are feeling me. A lot of people went through it, understand what I'm saying. They just choose not to speak about it for obvious reasons, as I just said. It's just that simple. So, it's a shit show. It's sad. For the most part, it's like some people had to make the choice. Some people decided to stay strong and, didn't fold, and some people didn't. And for those people that didn't fold, they're still living the same life the people that did choose did. And only difference is that some people may not have a city or federal or government job anymore. That's the main difference, and they may not have some kind of, um, incentives such as health cares and things like that. They maybe spend a little bit more money, but you know what? Life is still kicking. They're still breathing. They're still moving around. They're still doing the things they like to do. Life is, not completely different for this group of people. It's just a little bit different, a little bit challenging, probably little, different roadmap to it, but they're still surviving, they're still living. So at the end of the day, what do we do now? Now that we know some of us have had these side effects now since the vid, what can we do now? We've seen the healthiest people, the oldest people, the youngest people, die after having this from side effects and other things, so you can't even tell who will have the worst situation of this, it hits us all differently. But now that we know we have these side effects, from this, and we can't do much about it. What can we realistically try to do outside of saying we can't really do much about it because it's in us? What can we do for us? What can we do for our bodies right now? What can we do for our mind and our soul and our spirit, since we got this shit inside of us sparkling, and now we got all these side effects we ain't had before, and no one wants to even hear what you got to say when you talk about it. They don't want to give you a diagnosis necessarily. They don't want to say, well, it's because of this that you're having all of these side effects of whatever it can be. We're talking digestive, heart, breathing, lung, mind, mental, emotional, social, blood. We're talking about so many different side effects that people have had since getting the vid, whether boosted or not. And everyone's not crazy. Everyone's not making up a story. We see for ourselves how many hundreds of thousands of people have passed on, had these different side effects. We see it. Newspapers, social media, news, TV outlets, we see it. So it's not like, oh, I think I know, I may have heard. No, we all know at this point. So at the end of the day, it's like, what do we do now? Is there something we can do to, like, get back to our old way of how we felt internally and externally? Is there a certain kind of vitamin we can take, certain kind of meal, shake, protein, herb, anything we can do to like heal and re-cleanse ourselves, to get all of that bad juju out? Like, is there anything we can do about that? That's a real good question. A lot of people want to know that. A lot of people are trying to figure that out, which is why people are just, going harder with their diets, harder with their exercise, you know, really pushing forward to doing actual therapy, and, talking to people like social workers and advocates and people that can help them, um, compartmentalize the many things that are going on with them as a result of being sick for long periods of time because of the vid or because of the pandemic, or because we've seen so much loss and so much negativity and stress on all of us, outside of people that got the vid versus people who didn't get the vid. There's just been so much going on. It's a lot to compartmentalize, a lot to understand. Hello, Ramon. How are you? Thanks for pulling up on me. Good to see you. It's a lot to, contain, and, a part of me understands why certain people just choose to check out and say, I don't want to do this anymore. Again, shout out to my cousin. Just lost him to mental health awareness the day before Thanksgiving. He's one of those people that just said, I don't want to do this anymore. And there's so many other people that said the same thing. And it's like, it's really hard for me to understand how people can get there. But, I guess we all can get to a point of no return. I guess we all can get to a point where we'll do something, or we are capable of doing something that we never imagine ourselves doing, because, our mind, mental state, our self, our inner self, or our self-conscious mind, or our inner self will tell us, okay, you need to react. And if you reacting means saving your life, then you need to do this. So I know there are situations that people can be put in where, they may have to defend themselves, and they may have to act in a way that's not normal of them, but in that way they're acting in self-defense. And that may mean they may be hurting someone else to protect themselves, and in that sense they can't see themselves hurting someone else. But if they need to hurt someone else to save themselves, self-defense, then that's appropriate. Correct? Yes, correct. So you have to think about it as in, what do you do? So everyone, of course, reaction is to protect yourself, whether you're in a state where you can physically bear arms to protect yourself or not. Everyone's first line of defense is to protect themselves if they're about to be harmed. And if you're about to be harmed, you want to learn how to protect yourself to not be harmed. So if you have something like the vid in you, there's kind of a hard way to protect yourself from that, even if it's supposed to protect you, if it's not make you go through sicknesses and ailments that you never had before. It's kind of hard to attack that back, because it's not something you can physically touch or hit. It's inside of you, sparkling, moving in your blood, your liver, your kidneys, your organs, whatever, whatever, whatever. So you can't easily just tackle that back. You can't just do a workout. You can't just drink a protein shake. You can't just take a supplement. You can't just take a pills to make all of the bad and good juju go away. So it's a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult to, change that, fix that, approach that, see how to, solidify going through the ups and downs of the side effects you may be going through as a, result of getting the vid. Whether it's Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson Johnson, no matter which one you got, there's not much to do if you notice inside of you you're not the same, or if you notice since taking the vid, any of them, that your body physically, mentally, emotionally have changed. There's not much you can do to wean that off, shake that off. There's not really much you can do about it. It's, again, you can't take a supplement or work out or sweat it out. It's in you. Boosters help get more of it in you, I assume. A lot I don't know about the vid. Don't want to make this a stream about the vid because I don't want to be tagged about the vid, but you know what I'm talking about, the vid. Yeah, that's just how I see it. And I feel like, even if 1,000 or 10,000 or 50,000 people got together and said they have all these side effects since the vid, it probably wouldn't go anywhere, because it's not the role the government wants to play. It's not the movement the government, have. It's not a part of their agenda of what they want. They don't want to hear about the people that have side effects. They don't want to overemphasize about the people that died from it. They have their agenda, do what they want to do. Period. Point blank. End of discussion. And the more you try to expose something, sometimes things will worse for you. There's come the threats of the blocking of the channel and preventing you of being online, and restricting you from doing certain things, and shutting your pages down, make you have, like there's all those other little threats or whatever the case is. Ask Trump, he knows. Like it's crazy out here. As soon as you start speaking some truth and some facts and some real stuff, they want to come at you all kind of stuff they never came at you with before. But yeah, guys, that's what it is. I feel like, a lot of us, at the end of the day, sum it all up, a lot of us have had side effects from the vid. And as soon as you talk about it, it's just downsized, downplayed. It's not considered, really looked at. It's made to be like, go away. They don't want to just pretty much diagnose you or give you anything you can take. Really, they want to send you through all these loopholes, whatever the case is, make you feel like you're almost going crazy somewhat. And you're not going crazy because you're speaking facts. So at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so what do I do here? So at the end of the day, it's like, I took something that I felt like I needed to take that I said I didn't want, which was the vid, maternity specifically, and which I can go backwards and not have taken it because I've just noticed so much change within me since taking it. And it's just like, totally different person inside now. And everything I used to do, could do, wanted to do, I can still do those things. But, I just don't feel like I have the energy to do all of things anymore sometimes. Or, the drive to do it. I'm just so more like, ugh, whatever. Like, definitely have my moments of, being moody and lazy and everything like that. But I don't know. I've always felt 20 in my mind and my heart and everything, but learning about all these new ailments, from digestive to heart to mental mindset, all these other things, it just makes you feel like, damn, all this because I took this vid, because everything else is fine besides that. I ain't that fucking old to be claiming old age. I don't want to hear menopause. I don't want to hear none of that ish. This is all chucking up to me for the most part to be from the vid. Since the vid, all this weird BS been happening to me. And still have no diagnosis to this day from none of the stuff I've been going through. They just want to shove medication in my face and just run all these endless tests on me. Still got an ultrasound coming up December 1st. They made me order this blood pressure monitor to check my heart. Made me do a heart log. Gotta start logging my heart, my blood pressure, whatever the case is. Order this device, should be coming soon. Should be fucking here now, actually, matter of fact. I think they said the 28th or this Friday. I haven't got no notification about it, but I need to check up on that too. But yeah, this is really what it's been. It's really been like so many fucking side effects since this shit, and it's like I take it back if I could because all the side effects I've been going through so far have not even been fucking worth it. And I know people have lost their lives, lost limbs, and had worse side effects than me. And respect to all the people that have had those situations because y'all probably like, what the fuck she talking about? It ain't even that serious. Like, what I'm saying? At least you can do this, you can do that. And, you guys are right. But I definitely want to speak my piece because you never know what the fuck is going to happen out here. People dropping left and fucking right out here. It's just really ridiculous. Here today, like, going tomorrow, like, it's really fucking crazy. Like, old, young, don't even matter. Like, there's no look to it. Everyone's just dropping. And healthiest people, youngest people, like, definitely even discriminating and just picking anybody up. Like the Grim Reaper out this motherfucker just looking for souls. Like, I'll take you, snatchies. Like, it is really crazy. It's really, really so freaking crazy out here right now. Like, can't believe I'm going to a funeral soon. Woosah, I need to take a deep breath with that one. During the whole holiday week, Christmas is coming. I've got nothing accomplished with Christmas, but yeah. We all have had some freaking side effects since this vid, and we're not crazy, and we can't even speak about it because they just know how to shut you down when you start shedding light on it. They know how to just make you seem like you're insane in the membrane. They do that shit very fucking well to make it seem like it's just you, like you're crazy, you're losing your shit, and you're not losing your shit at all. No way, shape, or form. But if no one wants to join me, I'm gonna wrap it up. I would drop the link. But I don't think I'm not sure who's watching me still. But if you want to chop it up with Kashelle, K-Fit Now, the beautiful Kashelle Smith, depending on how you know me. Yeah, for sure. That really is true. There are people that didn't make because of the vaccine, not COVID. Yep, for sure. You're right. There's a point where there was no vaccine. There wasn't an option to get this shit or not. It was just research. And they succumb to the whole ventilator portion of the time where everyone's on ventilators. There were no more ventilators to be on. There was a shortage. There was overcrowded in the hospitals and healthcare places, and people were dying too quickly, and they didn't even have fucking places to fucking store the bodies. It was just really ridiculous. It just really, really was. But I don't really want to talk about that negative stuff like that. Guys, I just a little bit choked up, a little bit not myself this week, hearing about my cousin, and that's why I didn't get a chance to promote this stream the way I normally do my other videos, and I just been a little bit shocked. I can't believe this happened, again so quickly in my family, and I just have been feeling a little bit whacked since all of this stuff, and I'm super sad, and I wish I was able to be like a guardian light or something. Like, I guess we all think that we wish we could have been there to do something, but I wish there was more I can do about so many things. Like, goodness gracious. Hashtag mental health awareness. Hashtag mental health is real. Hashtag all lives matter. Hashtag we need more therapists. Hashtag we need more support. Hashtag we need more love. Hashtag help each other, love each other. Like, oh my goodness, guys. I had my day of crying. I got my composure together. We all deal with loss differently. I don't want to make this a sad stream. I hate sad streams. Um, Shout out to introvert Weekwa. I feel you. You say you're dealing with my own loss. Your mind is not where it should be. Absolutely. My mind is not where it should be either, and I'm trying my best to like have a positive day every day, but every day I just catch myself like just gazing off to the left or to the right, and I'm just replaying things and rethinking things and thinking about last times I saw someone, last conversations we had, things like that. And it's just freaking hard, man. Like, when you lose people, it's like, yeah, they're gone, nothing you can do about it, but it's like it leaves you with so many unanswered, it leaves you in your mind with so much. And yeah, you can try to say, oh, the person's in a better place, you should be happy for them, and all this other stuff, blah blah blah, all that other stuff they say, whatever cases, but it takes a while for you to totally move on. Like, I really just got over my other cousin's death, Doremus. Like, Doremus died during the summertime. I just really felt like I was at a point where I wasn't thinking about it all the time, all the time, all the time. Like, it was a point where I was seeing little boys in the street thinking about Doraemon. The time I was like looking at photos of my cousins and stuff, we were younger, like thinking about Doraemon. Like, I finally got to that point where like every day he wasn't like flashing in my face, like moments, thoughts, little things just have finally slowed down. And now this, it's just super difficult. It's just like, you want to ask why, you want to wish you were there, you want to wish, you could have had an impact on something to not happen. And I guess my entire family feels like this right now, my entire family. And it makes me feel like such a bad cousin. Like, I have so many cousins and I don't follow up with all of them all the time, and they don't follow up with me all the time either. But it makes me feel like I could be a better relative, but at the end of the day, I can't do all the work myself. I'm not responsible for all of the communication I have with my entire family. And I know that's like that in every family. Everyone may feel, or there may be people that feel like, if they don't extend the olive tree branch, it doesn't get extended first. Like, I know that's in every family, but when you lose people young, and when you lose people so back to back, and you lose people senselessly, or you lose people, period, it's just like, it just gives you so many reflections and ideas and memories of all the things you didn't do and you should have did, or you wish you could have had. You know what I'm saying? Like, it puts you there in that moment, that space. And I think the space that's been helping me out a lot the last day or two is that, maybe now he is at peace. And that's been what I've been trying to do, is to try to say, I'm gonna drop the link to the chat right now, guys. um that's been helping me feel like, maybe he's at peace now, and you don't have to feel what you're feeling right now, because he's at peace with his decision. He's at peace. He made a sound decision, he committed to it. He had reason to do it, or not, he had reason, but he felt he needed to do it, and he committed to the idea, and he did it. And the only way I can move forward is to know that, maybe he's at peace because he committed to what he wanted to do, and he did it successfully, and maybe now he's not in pain. And even though I don't 100% believe that, as I say that, it's kind of like I have to force myself to try to believe that, or just make myself flow with it, because if not, it's going to be on my mind longer than necessary. And I know I'm gonna cry at the funeral. I already know that. But is the only thing that I think that can make me not want to think about it 24/7 right now. And I just don't know, because I just have so many questions, and I feel the way I feel. And um, I guess I can't question, I can't, ask questions. excuse me, I can't ask questions. I can't really verbally express how I feel. I can't really say why. I can't really say much because, you just can't say. Because, it's not your life. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people got on their brains. You don't know why people make decisions they make. You can't question them, even if you agree or don't agree. You're almost not allowed to give people a reason to say, why did you do that? You can't even be hurt and say, why did you do that? And that's what I find myself doing, saying, why did you do that, in my brain, in my mouth? Why did you do that? Hello, Ramon.
Hey, chica, how you doing? Can you hear me okay?
Hold on one second, because I don't hear you. One moment.
Oh, you can. Oh, can you hear me? Oh, can you hear
Hello?
me?
I hear you now. Thank you. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. How about yourself? I mean, I didn't know about your loss. I remember that you said something about a cousin of yours. I thought you were talking about that cousin. So you're saying that you lost another cousin?
Yes, I lost another cousin, and I found out about it on Thanksgiving morning.
Aha, damn.
Yeah, and I was
Oh
just like,
man.
oh man, like I was just getting to a moment where I was like not always thinking about the cousin all the time, like every other day or
Yeah.
every other week. And I just found out his older brother, he lost his battle, and he decided to, like, just not be here anymore. And I found out about it on Thanksgiving morning.
Oh man, man. I'm sorry to hear that, chica. And on a holiday, you hear about that on a holiday.
Yeah, like
That's
on a
that's a
holiday. That's the thing about it. It's like, okay, so now this fucks up Thanksgiving for me. Like, I'm gonna remember this shit for real.
okay. But at least do you have your kids with you? Do you have your friends, people that you care about? Because that's really all you can do. I mean, uh, maybe some extended family might be out of reach, but at least if you have kind of your children and the people that you care about that are closest to you, I guess you can take some comfort in that. That at least you
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah, I definitely
Hmm.
do. My oldest daughter's coming down literally right now as we speak. She's coming from Buffalo, and she'll be here for the funeral services and a little bit after. So I'm happy for that, because him and her go back. They're around the same age. My cousin, he's a little bit older than her, but they're kind of like, they were like little kids, growing up, kind of sort of.
Okay. So he was a young guy, from what you're saying.
Yeah, he was like 30 or under. He wasn't older than 30. He was very young.
Mm,
Young
wow.
man,
So, but what happened? What happened to him? If you are willing to say.
They said he jumped off the roof of his job on his lunch
What?
break.
Well, he fell
Yeah, on purpose.
uh, on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I thought that you were saying that he that he fell by accident. I thought that you were trying to say that.
No, like he just decided to do that.
Oh shoot! But
So
but
I'm always like,
was there anybody knows anything? Were there any indications that he might have been dealing with some stuff?
nobody knows nothing. That's the sad part. Like nobody knows nothing, and that's the really sad part. It's like no one knew he was dealing with whatever he was dealing with.
Okay, do you have a significant other?
Yeah, he did. And
But that's who you need to ask.
yeah,
I'm not putting blame. I'm not pointing fingers at all. But if he had a significant other, then maybe that's somebody that people should talk to. I mean, the significant other will at least have some idea that maybe he was struggling with some issues.
yeah, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I know some people were talking to the significant other, but I know of her, but I don't know of her like that. So I don't know. I guess I'll be seeing her soon too, but it's just unfortunate. It just makes me really realize that mental health is so real, because it hits so close to home. Like I've never known anyone in my inner family to do anything like that. So I'm just like really shocked, and I have so many questions. And I
Yeah.
just saw him at the other brother's funeral like this summer. We were talking at the funeral and catching
Hmm.
up and stuff. So I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, this is just so unexpected, and the only thing that I can recall that is anything like that was what happened with my best friend back when I was a teenager. I mean, we had just been talking, and he went on a trip on an island municipality back in Puerto Rico, and he was partying. He was actually having a good time, but maybe he was partying a little too hard, and ended up having something with his heart, and passed away suddenly. And that's like the only thing aside from that, as I mentioned before, I'm dealing with my own stuff. I mean, 2022 has been a really shitty year.
It sure has. Like, I can't wait to get rid of this bullshit ass year, yo. Like, this year has been a shit show.
Yeah, because I mean, you can check out my stream from back in, I think it was in May. It should be on about the May 18th, because it had been a month since my mom passed away. So that's what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm dealing with, and then kind of like things are unraveling with other members of my more immediate family, and the people that I'm that I'm closest to. Certain things are coming out. Things are kind of unraveling, and a guy feels alone too. A guy can feel alone because it's like, wow, the people that I trust the most are doing the most. They're doing shit.
Yeah, very true.
And sometimes I don't even know where this is going. I mean, I just hope that for next year it gets better. I mean, I really don't know what to tell you. Except sorry for your loss. Sorry to hear about that. And we are just trying to. We are here. I'm trying to hang on. I'm trying to hang on, because sometimes I feel like not just not being around anymore. Those thoughts cross my mind, but I have to really keep that at bay because I don't want to get caught up on it.
Right. I talked about that a lot before with Jose Negron on his stream too. Like, suicide is something that definitely has crossed my mind before as an adult, as a kid, even when I didn't understand it, even when I did understand it, because I understand that, at some parts of our life we may feel like it's just too much. And we may not know a way out, or we may not want to confess, or we may not want to face the hard way, or we may not want to deal with things, and it's just, I mean, it's a negative thing to say you've thought about that. It's really a
Yeah,
bad thing to say, but it's realistic to say it, because it's like, okay, I'm human, like I've experienced life, I've been through things, I've been to parts of my life where I feel like I don't want to do this, and people that act on it, they're serious. People that think about it, maybe they're not serious, maybe they are serious. We can't judge. We really can't judge to say who's serious and who's not serious, because we all get a different deck of cards in life.
yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
But
Yeah,
it's just like, wow, like, and this whole pandemic has been a shit show. Like, so many people during the pandemic have just been going through it with no resolution, with no realistic thing that works. Like, there's no pill, no shot, no remedy to make someone better when they feel this way.
mm-hmm.
It's like
Right.
you have to go through the shits and the shakes of it, like withdrawal, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, a challenge, a boot camp, or whatever. They got to go through the hards, the up and down to come out of it, to say, okay, I'm over that feeling or that emotion or that moment, or they don't, and they just stop talking about it, and they put on the face, and you don't know they're wearing the face because you think they're okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's it's yeah, it's a hot mess. I mean,
Yeah, like I remember I worked with this guy. I worked at New York Presbyterian Hospital in New York City. It's a really prestigious private hospital. A lot of big donors and celebrities donate, and they do a lot of amazing things like heart transplants on infants, and all the
Hmm.
technology. It's one of those kind of hospitals. Anyway, long story short, I was working with this guy in the laboratory department, and I knew him for like a year. And within a year of me knowing him, he murdered his girlfriend, and it was all over the news. And I was just so shocked because I'm like, oh my God, I know him. Like, I've had lunch breaks with him. Like, we smoked cigarettes outside on break. Like, we talked, we were in meetings. Like, he didn't look like no murderer. Like, he didn't murder nobody. Like, I was at his defense, like, no, he didn't do it. Until I saw
Yeah.
them have him come out with the handcuffs on, and he wasn't even hot in his face. I'm like, oh my God, he did it! Oh my God, I know a murderer! Like, I was freaking out, naive, call it whatever
Hmm.
you want to call it. I don't know, but I was like shocked. Like, I couldn't believe I was working alongside of a murderer. And I can't remember the story about why he did it or whatever the case, but the point is, like, he didn't look like a fucking murderer. He looked like a regular person. He was a little Indian, Pakistani, like hardworking guy, funny, cool, like laid back, my age, His whole family migrated here from wherever they were, and they all lived in
Hmm.
Queens, like he had a regular story like everyone else. Like, there was nothing about him that looked off, that looked like he would be a Jeffrey Dahmer or a murderer. Nothing.
Hmm. Hmm. Mm, mm,
I saw him
mm.
on the news walking out. I'm like, oh my God, I know him. And the next day, everyone at work was talking about him on the news. Like, did you see it? I'm like, yeah, I saw it on Channel 7. I saw it on Channel 11. I saw it on Channel 2. I saw it on my cell phone. I saw it on, like, we were all talking about it. Like, he killed his girlfriend. Like, I think he got life. I think he's in jail right now still.
No, of course. But what I wonder is, what made him snap? Well, what was he dealing with? I mean, if he was like a nice guy who, like you said, that he was somebody who worked for a living, he wasn't into some bullshit, and he was an earnest person. All of a sudden, kill somebody? Like, what the fuck?
And he
Like,
was young. Like, this happened when I was like in my early 20s. I was like 25, 24. And I felt like he was like a little younger than me. So he was like maybe 23, 24. I'm like, he murdered her? I'm like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I don't know, call it naive. I was just shocked for a very long time. And so I saw them come out with him in handcuffs. And I'm like, okay, well, that's definitely him. And even if he's innocent, he probably would still have to come out in handcuffs. But, regardless of, how he's coming out in handcuffs, you're guilty until proven innocent. You know how that works. So, but I was like, wow,
well,
that's
it's not
definitely
supposed to be like that, of course. It's not supposed to be like that, but yeah, yeah.
him. Yeah.
He was arrested as a suspect, but if you say that he's still in jail right now, then yeah, he was convicted. I mean, it's not going.
Yeah, and it was like, wow, like it made me look at people differently. Like, no matter how long you've been friends with someone, how many times you see them walk the dog, take out the trash, or bump into them in the subway or in the deli or the post office, it doesn't matter. You don't know nobody. Even in your own family, you don't know. You don't know. And when the
Yeah,
person you knew as a kid is a different person as an adult.
yeah, yeah. A few years back, at my job, there was somebody who he didn't kill anybody, but what he did was that uh, he was somebody who was part of the administration at where I work at, and all of a sudden he committed suicide, and there were no signs, because at least the common knowledge is that when somebody might be suicidal, maybe they'll say something, they will give away um, precious prized possessions, or they will talk about going away. They will give some kind of indication. They will show signs that the person might be suicidal. uh, but all of a sudden, there's somebody they seem to be doing well, seemingly doing well, and then suddenly they delete themselves, and it's so unpredictable. You just don't know. You just don't know. One has to wonder, what is that? Why is that? Why is that? Why will push somebody who seemingly has it all, who seemingly is doing well for themselves, who seemingly has even they have families and all of that, and all of a sudden they delete themselves. Like, what the hell? It's a case by case scenario situation, I know, but what's the what are the factors? What is involved in somebody doing that? It, I really I don't know. I really don't have any idea. Because even with what I'm dealing with, sometimes, yeah, the thought crosses my mind, and and if I was, if I was gonna do it, I would have done it already. I have guns at home. It will be very easy for me to do that.
Right.
And but I haven't done it because the will to live, to see how long do I last in this world. I guess wanting to see about that is what kind of pushes me. It keeps me going. I mean, recently going to medical appointments and being told that I'm in such great health, considering that I'm a few pounds overweight and that I should do something about it, but I'm still told that all of my indications, blood work, everything is all within normal net levels. So it keeps me saying, well, I guess I'm supposed to be here for a little bit longer. Maybe I shouldn't go anywhere. So that's something that does keep me going.
Absolutely. And again, I feel like, I know some people are strong minded, some people are weak minded. Sometimes it has nothing to do with that. Sometimes it has to do with, just life and adversity in general. Like life can get the best of people, period. Like, you don't learn in grammar school or preschool or junior high or high school or college what kind of things are going to happen to you in life. Like there's no course that tells you, hold up, beware, this can happen, that can happen, this can happen, that can happen. Yeah, they may have had home ec at certain parts of time, depending on where where you were born. And yeah, they had driver's ed and they had gym and home economics and things like that. But like, no one really schools you on life. You go through life as it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get if you're feeling down and maybe you wanna hear people arguing about race. I understand that Radical Latino has a stream going on right now. You could check it out. Maybe that can cheer you up hearing people arguing and and being ratchet. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing.
I don't know. Some of radical streams for me, it'd be a little bit too much, but I'll be there viewing for a little bit. So I'll definitely probably check it out soon because I definitely gotta end this soon. I gotta do something for my mom.
Ah, okay. Well, when it comes to your mom, there is something that I have come to say to people. That you have your mom. The only thing that I can recommend that you do is that you cherish her, treasure her, and then cherish her and treasure her some more. That's really
Aw.
that's really all that I can tell you. I'm saying that I have to say it to people. You have your mom, treasure her, cherish her. So whatever it is that you need to do, take care of it. Be in touch with her. Keep talking to her. Even if in the past, this is me guessing, but even if you have had differences with her in the past, none of that matters now. None of that matters now. So hey, be in touch with her and appreciate her while she's here. I think I did what I could, but I wish that I could have done more while she was here, my mom. So hey, you have her, you have your children. That's what matters now. So
Thank
yeah,
you. I really appreciate that. If she was here, she'd be like, "That's right. You gotta listen to him, girl. Listen to him, Shell."
yeah, yeah,
He'll be bigging you
yeah,
up right now.
yeah.
Well, thank you
So
for coming through, Ramon. I appreciate you. I'll definitely probably check out Radical Stream in a few. I'm gonna definitely wrap this up in a few minutes anyway.
no problem. I'm gonna try and to see if I do a stream, it might be tomorrow, some open topics kind of thing. I mean, as to trying to get people's stories as to how did it go for them during this holiday, because it wasn't so great for me. But I would like to hear people's stories. Maybe you can check it out if I do it.
Okay, what time are you gonna do it?
Well, I don't know. It's gonna be sometime during the afternoon tomorrow. So I don't know a time yet. It's not set. So we'll see.
Okay. Well, I'll check my DM. I know you be sending me messages in my Instagram DM, so I'll be checking my DM then.
Yeah, yeah. All right then.
All right. Thank you for pulling up, coming through. I appreciate you. You're looking great. I like the profile picture.
Thanks. You like my haircut? You like my hairstyle?
Yeah, I like it like that. You look
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. Once again, I did it myself.
Go ahead. Listen, you don't need to waste no money at the barber. You're gonna do the same thing they're gonna do.
Yeah, yeah. No, but I'm already seeing that the industry or commerce is catching up to it, because I saw a commercial about some grooming kit, a do-it-yourself grooming kit for men that allows for men to easily for them to cut their hair off. It's kind of like a clipper, but you hold it a certain way that it's easier to do it oneself. So I'm gonna check that out. So I think they're catching up. Commerce is catching up to that. They're realizing that there are men that are gonna start doing it themselves, because I mean barbers' prices are getting stupid. So
Absolutely, especially during the pandemic. Everything went up during the pandemic.
oh, definitely, definitely. Everything went up, and it's not likely that it's gonna come back down. Many things that I like to do, things that I will do weekly, I can't do it weekly anymore, because I mean everything went up in prices. Prices went up like a 50%, or even uh, a whole 100%. I mean, as in twice as expensive. So. So yeah, that is a thing. But still, hey, I appreciate you letting me on your panel. So I'm not gonna be holding you up anymore, and we will talk soon again. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Have a good evening and happy holidays. And I hope you're gonna feel better. So I hope you can cheer up soon.
All right, you too. Definitely, you too. We'll talk again soon.
Okay,
Take
take
care.
care. Have a good night.
You too. Thanks.
So that's it, folks. So tonight I just really want to talk about did the really us with side effects? And I said yes. And I know if people would have joined tonight, they probably would have had a lot to say as well about what they think, yes or no, and they would have shared their experiences regarding what specifically they experienced. I definitely, been talking a lot about all the things I've experienced a lot in one and FaceTime season one. So I definitely don't want to repeat that all in bulk here, but just to, shed light on the topic and to talk about it and express, what I've been through. Big shout out again to Tampa Supreme. Thanks for coming in, popping in my chat, throwing some comments and some love. Big shout out to Introvert Weekwa. Thank you for joining the panel with me and chopping it up with me and talking with me on the live. That was super dope of you. Also, big shout out to Uncommon as well, Jose and Chrome. Thank you for pulling up and being here earlier in the chat. I understand you'll catch this in a replay, and you are other places watching a really spicy conversation. I definitely get that. Big shout out to Suds and Satin. She's also a day one subscriber and always here for most of my videos. I hope she's doing well wherever she is. Whenever I don't see her, I'm always thinking about her, wishing her love and success in her business. She's an entrepreneur out in Atlanta from NYC, and she does soaps and creams and butters and bath bombs and so much more. You can follow her here on YouTube at Suds and Satin. She follows me on social media, and I follow her on Instagram as well. So if you're following me on social media, you can find her on my follows list here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. Same thing with Uncommon as well as in the phone. You want to see his content, see more what he has going on. He has a community channel like myself. He has a good deal of subscribers who's growing really quickly. He's almost at 200 subscribers. So please check him out. Hit the like button when you see him. Subscribe if you want to hear various topics about life, uncommon sense topics, things that people should know that they don't know. Those kind of topics, some spicy comments here and there. Definitely check him out, as well as Tampa Supreme has great content on relevant information. And he even has some information regarding such a Robinson situation going on with the girls in Cabo, Mexico that went on vacation and one girl ended up murdered. He has a couple of streams on her and so many other controversial and interesting and common conversations that you may be hearing about wanting to talk about. I wanted to discuss. So definitely like and subscribe to him as well. That was him, Supreme, and also me. Definitely make sure you like and subscribe and check out my channel. Turn on post notifications and hear all the things I'm talking about. Whether it's my hair journey, my workout journey, my FaceTime, my plant journey, my diet journey, whatever it may be. Make sure you're always hearing about what I'm talking about. Give me that like, give me that sub. I mean, grow my channel. I'm over 100 right now. The community channel. I'm excited about that. Thank you, YouTube, for allowing me to do that. I'm over 100. I'm growing. I'm building. I'm out here. Thank you for all of my subscribers, my day ones, my new ones, all the love and support. Again, I want to dedicate the stream to my cousin, Derek Richardson. We miss you. We love you. You're in our hearts forever, brother. I'll be seeing you soon at your services. Big shout out to everyone who subs, love, supports. It's your girl, K-Fit, aka Michelle, depending on where you know me, where you see me, where you met me. I'm out of here. Be safe, y'all. See you soon.
Okay. I work out all the time. I can do lots of different moves. Have never been able to do one full push-up.
Push-ups are the best way to start your day.
I will try one standard push-up.
It's not the best push-up, but I can get down and get back up.
Hello, how you guys doing? It's Michelle Fit Now. I'm here to give you guys a few more updates that I feel like you need to know that's very important.
It's social, it's recreational, and it's athletic. Women love it, and guys love it for their women. The K-Fit Club presents the K-Fit Yoga Outfits. Get your K-Fit Yoga suit today. Go to kfit.club.
Stay tuned for that. Thanks for checking out this video. I appreciate all the love and support. Go pre-order your K-Fit Yoga suit now.